Hey, this is Helene and Mason from Skybrooke Farm, and we thought we'd give you a quick tour of our pasture system here and how we've set up our facility and how we manage our sheep and alpaca, and of course Lily the llama, and yeah, Lily, and happy to have you come along and see how we're managing things. I wanted to show you our rotational grazing system that we have here at Skybrooke Farm and kind of show you around what we've designed for our sheep and alpaca. So what we're looking at here is the run, which the sheep will use to shuffle from one paddock to another, and it connects each individual paddock. Like here, over here is B, straight ahead. It'll connect to the shelter here, which will have all their food, water, shelter, because there's no natural water source here on the property, so we have one water source here. So the run helps me shuffle the sheep from one to another. I can just easily block it off with the different gates that'll, obviously you'd open a gate for when they're allowed to go in for that, whichever paddock you're opening up to them. So there's B there, and my car over here is parked in C. And then our largest paddock is D down there at the end. And then E is over here that you're looking at now, into the shelter. So we got to get that burn pile cleaned up. So this is our system here. Total that's fenced in is roughly 5 acres. And I think that using the system here is really going to help us keep our parasite load down, help us really manage, maximize the grass that grows here. We're going to plant a seed this fall. It was already fertilized earlier in the spring. But really help our animals be healthy here by having a nice rotational system. And this is the shelter that we're building. It's obviously not quite finished, and you can see we have our helpers down there hard at work. We put those boards up to manage it. I'll give you a closer look at our shelter. Everyone's doing great. There's Carson there in the middle, and Molly, and looks like Aria over there. And then here's everybody else kind of hanging out. And they've quite learned, the fences here yet. And since the gates are not completely up, like the perimeter gates are up, this interior gate's up, these two are in place, they've just got to be mounted. Everyone's still kind of learning their way from paddock to paddock at the moment. And then you can see way down there in D are the alpaca. And they've pretty much this afternoon were dominating the shelter here. They didn't, the sheep didn't go in the barn when they were there. So here's everybody. And there they are. So then, all these posts came here from our property. We cut them down, cleaned them, pushed them in, and packed them. We've still got to go back in and even out the tops. But I think everything else is pretty much done with them. There's a couple posts we've got to go back and tighten up. And these are all the ladies. Of course, our ram there at the end, Coda, he's the one who got his ear hurt early in the year, so the other side is kind of floppy, poor guy. And then Carson, over there is our other ram. So Carson is a spring lamb from this year, and Coda is a yearling from last year. And poor Aylin there, I know we took her to the vet and we shaved her side, but she had a hernia. So she's okay, so she'll just live here forever and give us a beautiful fleece. And we'll keep her separate during breeding time. But anyway, so here's all the lovely ladies and the alpaca. And then over here is where, so this will be blocked off where they don't have access to even all of the barn. We don't have the back quite in because we're not sure how we want to design it. We've got to have a place for hay, and I don't know if the hay is going to go on this side, it's kind of a lean-to, or we have another building that it could go in, but it seems to me to be out here, and then it's not inside, where it would be over there, and the water trough. And then Chase was nice enough to put these concrete pads out.